How are you so wise having 29 years old? Jesus Christ, I was so dumb. I feel embarrassed.
It's my trauma, my childhood trauma.
Damn, but that's what people need then. Like, to start giving. That's what they need.
That's not only the trauma. It's what you do with it. But
Yes.
it's like I had a tough childhood, and and at some point I just figured out that either I'm gonna let that all like drown me and just be unhappy and sad and like just sit in a pile of shit.
Pretty much, yeah.
Or I'm gonna try and understand what it did to me, how I'm coping maybe not as good and healthy with things because of that,
Yeah.
and how I could change that
Yeah.
step by step.
Yeah.
But it's just like a lot of spending time with yourself,
Yeah.
first of all, which a lot of people don't do. But
Yeah.
again, they just distract themselves with like talking with everybody and
Drinking.
yeah. And
Do you drink?
I do,
Yeah.
but rarely.
okay.
And when I do drink, I'm not like, oh, I want to get drunk.
Okay.
If I drink Jack Daniels because I like how it tastes, and that's it.
Okay. Advertisement there, but okay, cool.
Yeah, they don't actually, they never like sponsor anybody, so maybe
They
they want to
should.
sponsor
They
me.
should. They should.
Yeah. Yeah, what was I saying?
No.
Oh, how
that
did I
was-
get that wise?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's working with yourself. But to do that, you have to be fine with not looking away from the sad, bad, and hurtful things. You have to be okay with being just like, okay, this is the bad thing, and
Yes.
it's there, and I'm gonna go in there and clean it up. It's like,
Yeah.
if you have a mess in your room, and you just keep like piling it up, and you're like, oh, guests are coming, and you shove it in the closet.
Yeah.
And you keep on doing that, and at one point, you're gonna run out of space.
Yeah.
So it's better to just go there and be like, okay, let's just clean this up.
Yeah.
And it's gonna take a time, and you'll be tired, and maybe you'll find something really
But at the
there
end,
that you don't like, and you'll be like, ugh.
Yeah.
But you have to be okay with that. And when you get okay with like being hurt or being uncomfortable, it doesn't mean that you're like you don't feel anything. It's kind of the opposite. You're just okay with that, with being sad or feeling hurt, and you're just like, okay, it's there. Let's feel it and let's move on with our lives. Yeah. That's what
I'm
you
going
should
to tell
do.
you something. By watching at your stories, I could never guess that you would have this type of thoughts. You should share them online. Like I think these are not only wise words. I feel they're important points that a lot of people that might watch you might need.
Actually, I've been hearing this a lot. A lot of people have been telling me, like, you should have a podcast, you should have this, and you should have that. And, like, people should hear what you're saying. And I'd never know that you're like this, especially because, again, because of societal things. You look at my Instagram, you're just like, oh, she's just a pretty girl with, like putting out her body. She's probably just like, I don't know, sugar daddies or whatever. When
I wouldn't say it with the bad tone. I would say, oh, she's a pretty girl putting out her body.
But most people, when they see that, they're like, oh, she's probably kind of dumb and doesn't really do anything, blah, blah, blah. And some people might not put out pictures of themselves, some women, because of that, because they know that that's how they will be perceived. But again, it's not a me problem, the perception. It's what's happening in their heads, not like
1,000%.
And I, like about talking about things like that, I'm not that active on my Instagram. Some people have been like saying like, oh, you're an influencer. I'm like, no, because I don't really,
Listen, I'm gonna take out my phone and we're gonna see that
my Instagram is like my diary.
Okay.
I just post things there that I feel like posting today, and I might go gone for a week and I don't care. And I know the things that you should do to like, if I would be an influencer, I'd have more than like 6,000 followers. And I know the things that I should do. I don't care enough about being like famous or whatever to do those things.
But in that same spirit, you can share some wisdom a little bit. Don't take it that serious.
but-
I wouldn't go to the other side, but
But I'd rather share it with people that are like in real life.
okay, in your
And that's-
close circle.
Yeah, it's like it's not that I don't want to share with people that I don't know. It's just that I do so much on my daily life and I already have to be in my phone a lot to like answer people about work
Yep.
that I don't want to I don't want to look at. I don't even go through Instagram. I just post things and I don't watch anything because I don't want to. I want to be like, I want to be present.
Yes.
And that's why I don't like talk as much and post things on my Instagram, just because it takes away from you wherever you are at that moment.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
It's more because of that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But I'm gonna tell you, you're saying those things, and it's exactly what has happened to me. That since I've been sharing more, I just have a team, and I'm never anymore. I used to send so many memes like on my DMs to my friends. So my friends that are not getting any more my memes, I'm sorry, but now I don't, because I'm not in the on socials anymore, because you take it differently as a job, and then somebody else has to take care of it. But yeah.